Okay, now we're going to start mixing different rules, and we're going to do the quotient rule with the chain rule. So let's go ahead and actually do two of these, and we're going to do them in different ways. So this is kind of like number 3 and number 7 on the gateway, the first one. So let's see. First, let's do the quotient rule and have the chain rule appear during it. So how about cosine of 9x minus 5 all over 1 minus 2x cubed. So when you look at this, primarily it's a quotient rule. So we're going to call this our high, and we're going to call this our low. And so let's do our d high and d low. And actually, let's just put those on the next page. So here on the second page, I've written again what the high and the low are. So the d high should be negative sign, leave what's inside here, and then I got to use the chain rule. The derivative of 9x minus 5 is 9. And the d low is going to be 0 minus 6x, or negative 6x. You don't really need to write the 0, but sometimes I notice students forget the negative in front if they just kind of forget about the 1. Sometimes they also forget about the minus. So we're going to put all this together, so let's see if we can fit this on the bottom here. dy dx will be low d high, so let's use parentheses, all of low times all of d high, and also make sure that's multiplication here. Minus high d low, so there's the cosine 9x minus 5 times minus 6x all over, so that's all one line, low squared, so 1 minus 2x cubed all squared, and away we go. Low d high minus high d low all over low squared, and away we go. There's a lot of simplification you could do there when you're taking your gateway. Some minor things like making these pluses, that's no big deal, but you don't really need to. In general, if you spend a bunch of time trying to simplify all of that, you're going to make a mistake and probably just get the problem wrong. So the directions say not to simplify, so just go ahead and don't bother. So that was one example, and then in the next example I will do one where the chain rule causes the quotient rule, whereas this one, the quotient rule caused the chain rule.